Hey guys, and welcome back for another Ragnarok Origin Guides. And in this Shadow Chaser series, I will be talking about the Shadow Lurker build, or the auto spell. But wait, does your phone overheating when grinding? Or do you have a lot of accounts to grind at the same time on a different games? I have good news for you. UG Phone is an Android cloud phone that helps you AFK grind non-stop even when you close the application. This will let you save battery for your phone, and your game will still run even when you have no internet access when you're outside. Also, UG Phone can open multiple instances that is applicable to other games like Ragnarok X, Mir 4, Night Crows, Ragnarok 20 Heroes, and many more games that have an immense AFK grinding. Just use my code 4F8CAA, or you can just click the link on the description below to get 488 diamonds so you can try the UG Phone for yourself. Download the UG Phone now for Android, iOS, or even on the Windows PC. Thanks for listening, and let's get back to the video. I will first explain how this gauge bar right here works. This long curved dagger right here is the sensation gauge, and this short dagger I believe is the impulsion. For some reason, these gauges don't fill in when I use third job skills as intended, but only when I use MVP active and auto skills, which is kinda weird. And I assume it's a bug because of a major patch. For the impulsion, I believe it's also a bug. For some reason, the gauge doesn't decrease even when I get hit, which again, it's intended because of the skill description. Also, it doesn't add any crit at all, so we'll just wait for the fixes. Now, this sensation is the same as the third job classes. Once it is full, you can activate the burst. And for the Lurker build is the Auto Shadow spell, which doubles the skill damage of the MVP manual skills. Now, what are these MVP skills? MVP skills are acquired by using soul capturing to the MVPs. They are separated by manual, auto, and buff. You can only put one unique MVP skill at a time. So in short, you can only have one manual, one buff, and one auto skill in the skill preset. I will explain later on how to properly execute these skills. For now, let's begin with the stats. Max out strength for more physical attack, and enough agility for 500% attack speed, because your main skill's cast delay is subjected to attack speed. Then luck for more crit rate. Next is the skills. You can check this for your reference. For the Divine Armament armor is the Charleston set, because Shadow Chaser, even with their range attacks, are still considered as melee P damage. The weapon is the two-handed crossbow blade, and the build is the Soul Capturer. Radiant ornament is Sunlight Freya necklace or ring with a build of Chaos for more skill damage. Cards are situational, so you might be needing to switch depending on the monster or enemy type. Here is for the PvE setup. On the weapon slot, use the size, racial, and elemental cards if you need to deal more damage, especially when doing MVP or raids. And here is for the PvP. You need Marduk and Gaiart for anti-crowd controls. The faceware, mouthwear, and weapon are situational, is either you counter Dorams or demi-humans. For the card deck is physical empowering, the minor brutality, berserk, and major brutality. And these are the enchantments for the headgear, facewear, and mouthwear. Armor, weapon, garment, shoes, accessories, backwear, and costume. For the Bureau scores, the expert effect that you need are the Malice, Maiming Toxin, Raiding Whale, Concealed Teeth, and Backrush. For the Novice effect are the Core Overload, Windlord module, and Momentum Management. For the Sigil, they don't have any good sigil as of now, so just use any of these two. Then followed by the PvE sigils like Bloodlust, Berserk, Starfall, and Meteor. Then for PvP are the defensive sigils like Immortal Body, Surging Protection, Deadlock Aurora, and Braveheart. For the wardrobe, here are my recommendations. For the headgear is the Baddie Wolfie hood. Facewear is the Ocean Imprint. Mouthwear is the Ruby Gem. Backwear is the Abyss 98K. And the costume is the Midnight Neon. For the pet recommendation is the Genesis, Earthlord to pull enemies around and slows them, Kitten Oracle for F2P players, and Child of Earth to negate some incoming damage. For the feathers, here's the settings for the offense. And here's for the defense. For the medals, consider adding more on bravery and heroism. And below, prioritize the rock medal, storm, fire, spring water, and innocence. For the mount rates, focus more on brave, charisma, and cute. And here's the equipment affixes. For the dexterity barding is the Blitz, sturdy is the Resolute, strength is Destiny, and protector is Toughness. Next is the Nexus engine. For the modules, here are the stats that you need to get. Here's for the red, yellow, and green. And for the Nexus talent is the Graffiti Master, Strip, Technique Acquiring, and Soul Capturing. Here's the Nebula path for PvE. And here's for PvP. The Astral sign is the Shadow Lurker, and it is recommended to get the level 20 for the double sensation gained only when using MVP active skills. Level 40 for the MVP auto skills, they have 50% chance to trigger the skills again. Level 60 to gain P damage for each point of impulsion. Level 80 to recast the strip skill when it fails to remove the equipment of the target. Then level 100 for additional damage reduction and move speed when auto shadow spell is activated. For the Soul Force is the Flame Arbiter for more damage and burst. Then lastly is the skill settings. On the auto settings, here we have the True Sight, which I have copied the skill of the Pharaoh via copy skill of Stalker. This is the best option as it gives 10 all stats, weapon attack, crit damage, and ignore P-def. Then the MVP buff skill, which is the Power Boost. I think I got this one from Soul Capturing the Dummy, because it was here when I checked the skill preset. Then for the MVP auto skill, I like using Chomp of Garm because the skill multiplier is high and the attack intervals are fast. Then for the MVP manual skill is the Lord of Vermilion of Baphomet because it's also doing crazy damage, so I put it in the auto. Then we have the Triangle Shot, then Auto Shadow Spell. For the manual skill, I have the Backslide, Hiding, Shadow Seeker, Graffiti Mastery, Strip, then Weapon Swap. It's really up to you if you feel comfortable adding what skill you should do manually. So if you find this video helpful, then please leave a like and also subscribe to support my channel. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one. Lights out!